Oh, that's right. It's morning, and I'm getting ready to go to sleep.
Good afternoon, Philippines.
Oh.
Good morning there.
Hello.
Oh. Well, you know, the weather is really, really cold over here. I've been sick the last few days.
Take care.
Morning star.
Wala, nangungulangot pa. Ay, Marvin pala siya.
Walang boses.
We do have Ted coming on today. One second, I'll be right back.
Okay, itong choices mo yan na. Yes, the yellow is Teresa, the red Marita, the green Panchi, the orange Belinda, the violet Lisa. Ano tingin mo guys? Sabi?
Mga ages 30 to 45.
Agad pa yan? Yung dalawa, anong tingin nyo?
Mga miss... Mga yuda.
Possible na. Okay. Ang maganda dito, si Pong Pawis, at si Baby Boo, tutulungan ang pamigtulugan yan. Okay. Ano yan? Unang tanong. May tanong sa ating mga choices. Ano? Ano ang team song?
Richard.
Hello, Richard.
Oh,
Hi, everyone.
okay. All right. Well, I guess Sir Ted is here.
Yeah, it's okay.
I was actually looking for him. Okay, are you driving? Are you driving?
I'm just driving home right now, so are we waiting for some?
Well, you know what? It's 3. Let's give it one more minute. Give it just like one more minute, and then we'll get going here. I know it's getting late over here. I know Ted's been working all day as well. So I think as far as the update, we got some information that would be helpful, and then after that, we'll hand the time over to you, Lillian.
Hello, Sir Ted. Good morning.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello,
guys.
hello.
Evelyn.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Good evening, Sir Richard, Sir Ted. Good evening.
Oh, Joey.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good evening. Good evening there in Salt Lake.
Yes, it is. Hello, Mar.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get this going here. I'm gonna mute everyone. We may have more people coming in. That's okay. Ted, I am going to unmute you right now. Okay. Well, good evening here. Good morning over there, or I guess it's afternoon now. Hopefully, you guys have already enjoyed your afternoon dinner, or afternoon dinner, your lunch. I'm thinking of dinner, so so hopefully you've enjoyed your lunch. We have really, just one of those updates that just very little thing that we need to update you on, but there's other things that we want to talk about. And I had spoken to Ted earlier today about the beta testing of our new app, and we have we know that everything is working well, it's moving forward, but there's just a little bit of things that's holding us back a little bit. Just want to have Ted just kind of explain a little bit as to why we're still experiencing that little hiccup, and when are we really expecting this thing here to take off here, Ted?
Okay, thank you, Richard. So just an update today. Richard and I met this morning, and he knows that we were working on a file. So let me just give you a quick little bit of background on how it works. Is that we have two databases for files. One database is for the SSID information. Can you take that, please? One database is for the SSID information that allows us to connect. The other database is the information that we need to make the map populate with the pins and the locations and the various SSID information for each of those locations. The data file for the to make the hotspots all work has been loaded for several weeks now, so that's all functioning just fine. And we continue to update that just about every day right now. It's been maybe 2 or 3 days since we last did it, I guess, but we have somewhere around 22,000 hotspots loaded and active for you to use in the Philippines. The data file, however, which was for the pin locations on the map, took us all day today. It had gotten rejected by the system yesterday because of a crap ton of errors in it. When the app harvested it, it just added misinformation that the computer wouldn't take. So we had to go through 25,000 SSID entries today and make sure that each and every one of them was correct. And where it wasn't correct, like in some cases, it didn't give me a province or a city, and so a location. And so in some of those places, I didn't know where they were. So it took a lot of time to Google, find out whether these places were cities, towns, provinces, whatever the case may be, and so that the data was put in correctly. Bottom line is we finally got that done about 10 minutes ago and submitted to the system. So
did Bob complete the task?
That was the phone ringing right there and telling me that.
Oh, nice.
So,
Yeah, I've been waiting for that all day too.
yes, exactly. So anyhow, guys, that's all done, and so we should be all good to go now. One other thing, Richard, I might point out, somebody in the Connect PH system had tested today, and their screen had four of our hotspots on the screen at one time, but without our logo. I put that to the engineers. And they said that is an error on their part. Those, Richard, those hotspots should have had our logo on them, just like we see here in
Okay.
other places. It might be related to her phone. So I just sent you an email, Richard, which was a forward from engineers today on the information to maybe try to get, if somebody, so there's what the logo, so one of our hotspots should have our logo right there. And so what we saw earlier was the same. You see the wording there, the network supports My Global Connect. That wording was still on for the 4 hotspots that we saw earlier. However, the logo wasn't there. So they're doing what they can to correct that glitch so that the logo does show up, but it doesn't affect us. I mean, it's still part of the network, and it just not as obvious because their logo's missing.
Okay, so let me hold on one second. Let me just share that so they know exactly what we're talking about. One second.
You're going to show that screen from earlier?
Yeah, right
Yeah,
now.
good.
Oops, that's the wrong one.
No, that's okay. That shows it. That's it.
Huh?
That's it.
Well, yeah, that's the correct one, but
No, this is the incorrect one. You see everybody how
that's right. Okay, I was looking at 2 of the same thing.
So it says this network supports My Global Connect, which is correct. It just doesn't have our icon next to in the middle right there. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have the icon. So you were saying that there's some errors that the engineer have done that gonna get corrected?
Yeah, well, I sent you an email. They've asked for a log from that phone if possible. It could be that it's just that particular make and model of phone, because it's not show. So we're going to see who else sees that.
I do see that occasionally. I have a Samsung, a new one actually.
And you've seen the same thing where it says the network supports My
I
Global
think it
Connect.
depends on the network for some reason. Some network would show our icon and the others will not.
Okay, well, I sent that off to tech support, and I'm sure they'll get to the bottom of it.
Okay, so as you guys can see here, this one here does not have, our logo on there, our Global Connect, whereas the other ones we do. So I guess we'll try to figure out what's going on with that, but that shouldn't, like you said, it shouldn't hurt us, right?
No, it doesn't affect functionality, and you can still see it's ours because of the wording there that it's connected to Global Connect.
Okay, so just so that way, everyone here can, let me reiterate what you just said earlier. Maybe I'll clarify a couple of things. We had to go back to the SSIDs that we all submitted and cleaned it up further. There were some issues when we submit when Bob and Ted submit the original file. They had to do a lot of cleanup. We're talking very, very tedious work. Okay, it's actually a lot easier for us to collect the SSIDs, but to actually clean it up and put it onto the map and then make it active, it's actually a very, very labor-intensive process. But you know what? We love what we're seeing so far from the team. I just looked at the heat map, the recently added one. Did you know that we just surpassed 28,000? Ted?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, I had you on mute. Yes, awesome numbers.
Yeah. We just surpassed 28,000. So really a big congratulations to the team. That's really, what we need to see in order to make this technology work the way that we want. But now now that about 10 minutes ago, you said that Bob's able to submit that to the engineer. What are we looking at here as far as being able to, you know, have all the heat map and stuff like that show up on our app? You know, what's the time frame are we expecting here?
I don't know the answer to that. Engineer just about 10 minutes before this call, he sent me that that email that I forwarded to you about the icon glitch
Okay.
logo. So I know he's working right now. I think they have app developers in India, so they probably work through the night. So my guess is that they're looking at that file as we speak. Best case scenario is that it'll be available in a half hour. Worst case scenario is that it'll be available in 8 hours.
Okay, so yep, it's unfortunate that you know we're because I really wanted to have this meeting and really you know be able to you know talk more about you know the app and you know what you know experience people are experiencing you know with the app, but with it not being completed, you know it kind of made this meeting, you know, more of an update instead of a training type meeting. But I think, you know, as you could see, as you just heard, we're practically there. You know, I don't know what else to say other than the fact that we're right there with this technology and you know, thank goodness that you know we are here at this point because you know before just a couple of weeks ago you know everything is up in the air, but at least now we're here and we're on the last leg of this journey to where we can start using this technology and I look forward to transitioning to the next stage of our company, which is marketing. I know that you guys are all excited about the next phase. You know, we got a lot of promotions going on. We got all sorts of stuff going on, but we really can't do any of those until you know this technology is released and functional. But we're hours away now from making it happen, and that's really you know that's pretty much you know what I have for you guys today. But Lillian actually has some other things that she wanted to go over. Oh, I actually wanted to go to, and I'm sure a lot of you have already downloaded the apps and you know kind of got a feel for what it is. I know that Lisa, some of the areas that you had gone to, you actually was able to connect to some of the network, right? Or were you not able to yet? You're still muted. Can't hear you, Lisa. Still can't hear you.
Hey, Richard, if I can, I'm going to jump off, okay, so that I can stay in touch with the engineers.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and do that. Thank you for jumping on. But you know,
If I get an update, I'll come back on.
Okay, give me 30 seconds here before you leave. Okay. You know, what we're trying to do here is, you know, Bob and Ted, they're really here just to support us to make sure that this technology is going to be released and, you know, we're all going to be able to benefit from this. And so, you know, to have him on here, you know, at the crucial point like this is very, very good. And, you know, I really appreciate your support here. Just to let everyone know that, you know, everything is still moving forward. Everything is actually going progressively very, very, you know, well right now. It's unfortunate we can't, you know, have this launched the way that we want, but we're hours away. So with that said, thank you, Ted.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for having me, guys. So, Richard, just a reminder.
Thank you, Ted.
Everything in the system is functional. It just needs cleaned up a little bit for appearance.
Okay. Yeah. So you know, and then we'll find out. I will find out from some of the people that I had already spoken to and see, what some of their experiences have been.
Okay, great. So you have an email from me, and again, if I hear back from them that the upload took place for the heat map, I'll get back on and make that announcement.
Okay, that's going to be a big deal. Okay, all right, Ted. Thank you.
everybody.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Hey, Lillian, are you there? Lillian? Lillian?
I don't know where's the
Lillian?
Hi.
Yes. Okay. So, that's kind of where we're at right now, guys. It's just, it's just one of those technology thing that had to be taken care of, but it looks like the final polished cleanup was submitted just a little while ago. So we should have our technology starting to work. So so that's where we're at. Now you wanted to go over some other things, Lillian? Lillian? How come I cannot unmute her?
Unmute myself.
Okay, yes. Go ahead. You had some other things that you wanted to go
Okay,
over.
so everything is okay now?
Well, yeah, from Bob and Ted's perspective, now that they submitted this last file that they needed to make, our whole thing work, it's finally being, it's already submitted. So I think right now we're just going to have to hold off a little bit longer until, that goes into, the engineer do whatever that they do to make it work.
Okay, so, all right. Is there any question? I think we need to ask some our affiliates if they have some questions.
Yes, let's go ahead and do that. If there's any questions on the technology side, let's do that before Lillian go ahead and cover some of the things that she wants to cover. I really wanted to see if Lisa had some comment, because I think she did started to experience some things with the technology, even though not everything was up. But I guess your microphone is not working, Lisa.
Hello.
Oh, okay, it's working now. Okay, so were you able to some of those areas that you some of the areas that you did the SSIDs for, were you able to go back and see some of those SSIDs that you've added?
No, not yet, sir. I wasn't able to go out today just because I'm not feeling well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. I figure you were very, very active in getting the SSIDs and stuff like that. And I figure, well, you know what? And maybe sometimes today would be good too. Hopefully we'll have, the heat map and everything all showing up and we can all benefit from this whole thing. But based on some of the things that I have seen, certain areas, there are a lot of SSIDs in certain areas already. So it's looking very, very good overall. Okay, is there any other questions for me? And then I'm hoping that this next meeting that we have, it's going to be we're moving on to the next phase. We're no longer just waiting anymore. So that would be my hope for this next meeting, that we're not going to have to wait anymore now that everything is all submitted. Lillian, I don't know if there's any more questions. Why don't you go ahead and take over?
Good afternoon.
Oh, yes, you have question?
If you have some questions, tanong na kayo habang nandito si Richard.
Yes, this is Roldan here. I have a question.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I'm Roldan and I did the SSID in Rosario, Batangas. Can you please see on it?
I did not understand your question. What was that again?
I did the SSID in Rosario, Batangas.
Okay.
Can we see on it right now? If it is activated already?
Oh, the map? Oh, okay. Let's take a look on there. I don't, when did you do that?
And Rosario, Batangas.
No, yes, when did you add that?
Last 2 days.
Last week? Okay, let's take a look. It might be, so we're hoping that this next batch, when everything goes in, that every, all those, if you've done it last week, it should show up, but I would like to see that. Let's take a look. 1 second.
Yes.
Okay, tell me where to go. I don't know where to go.
Just near
Is it
in
in the-
Laguna.
Is it in the Manila area?
Laguna.
Sir, at the middle of
Okay, tell me up or down.
Down.
Up.
At the middle, sir. At the middle. Eastbound.
No, not down.
Which way?
North of Manila yun, north of Manila.
Manila yun. So, hindi siya sa baba. Up.
Okay. Why does it do this? Okay, so this way?
Down of Manila, sir.
Yeah.
Just a little down in Manila.
Down.
It's south of Manila.
South of Manila.
Tell me left or right. I don't know where south is.
Going up.
Up, left, right.
Going down.
Right there. So in.
Down in Manila, Batangas.
It's south, sir. Sir Richard. It's
Keep on going.
Yes.
Am I in the right place?
Come in.
Go in more.
Down.
Go down like that.
Yes. Down.
Okay. More.
Yes, down, sir.
Two.
Muntinlupa.
Right, down.
More.
Down. At the right, at the left side, sir Richard. Down
Left
left.
side. Left side.
Down left, sir Richard.
Huh?
Down left.
Okay.
Left side down.
Left side this way. Okay.
Eastbound.
So is it above the San Fernando?
Two.
No, that's not northbound yan. Northbound, sir. Eastbound. Down.
I can't hear you.
Pampanga yun eh.
And down, going down. Sir.
Am I going the right direction?
It's down. You have to bring the map up. Down
Okay,
of
so
Manila.
now we go
Down
this
of
way.
Manila.
Is that the right direction?
No, that's not the right direction. It's that part of Pampanga.
Pampanga. I
You
remember.
have to go back to
Yeah.
Manila and
You
lower
have
let's
Manila.
you have to go back, going to Manila, then going down.
Oh,
Little bit
Manila,
down.
and then go
Yeah.
this way.
Yep, that's done. You're getting closer now.
Yeah.
Go
Okay.
to a little bit middle side. Yeah,
Middle.
Candelaria, you're
Yeah,
closer
yeah.
now.
Closer.
Middle. Go to the left side.
Left side.
Santa.
Yep. There you go. Lipa, yeah, that's Lipa.
Yeah.
You're closer to Lipa. Up, go back to the middle, Lipa area.
Again?
That's Batangas City already.
Pampanga. How come I can't see the name?
Luisito,
Carmona.
wait.
Calamba.
Oh, okay, right here.
Okay. Okay.
Down.
That way.
Ayan, Tagaytay eh.
Down.
Sa Laguna na eh.
Trusted quality healthcare. Unilab yan.
Yes, down.
Okay.
More.
Or
Hirap magkaintindihan talaga ng Tagalog, ano?
somebody need to take control of this map.
Yeah. My God.
Ayan, San Pedro.
Alright. Hold on.
Nakapunta na sa Balintaw ako uli.
Dito ka makulit. Grabe. Baba.
Too much.
Tira.
Too much?
Too much already.
Munkada na.
Batangas. Marapit.
Kaliwa pa.
Ano ba yung pinapacheck mo? Loy?
Left.
Left.
Ayun.
Left.
Padala niyo na yung
Hirap nito.
That's it. You're closer.
Lipa, Batangas. Oops.
Yeah, stay there.
O yan, Batangas na yan.
Lipa, yan. That is Lipa, Batangas.
Cannot see.
Lipa.
Yan, Talisay.
Brother Louie, pinahirapan mo si Sir RC.
Kaya, pinahirapan ng todo eh. Ayan ang Lipa. Oh my.
Ayan, Lemiri.
Ayan. Yan, Lipa going down. Na. Wala.
At the right side. Rosario, Batangas.
Ayun, Batangas. Ayun yung Batangas.
More.
Ano ba hinahanap natin dyan?
Right here.
More.
Right
More of Lipa, Batangas.
Is this right here?
Magsuswing
Huwag tawa ng tawa kasi tayo naghahanap tayo.
Batangas.
More.
Okay. So
Yeah.
yeah, there's not very many in Batang. I think that's where it is, Batangas. Right here? Yeah, there's not very many right now.
Only little.
On the right.
Let me
Right
see. We got Aztec is one. I think
Yes.
that's- and then we got one more over here. Yeah, there's not very many.
No more.
Oh, what is this?
Ayan, tumalo na sa dagat.
Well, you know what? Okay, we now know that we need a lot of work in this area. Yeah, there's not very many.
Ano ba yan?
Okay. So I think, within a short period of time, most city, especially as we have more and more people that understand how to do the SSIDs, most city in the next couple of weeks will start to look like the Manila area. Okay, Manila, once this thing here gets going and then everything is active, it's amazing. In a short period of time, what we've done in the Manila area, you know, it's very, very dense. It's starting, you know, when you look at this, the connection is everywhere. Now, you know, going from, you know, the outer stretch of the city all the way to town, it's starting to look very, very good. And this is only the beginning. You know, as we start to grow a little bit more in the next couple of weeks, it's even more dense than this. And that's really perfect, you guys. You know, so every city that we are, you know, wanting to grow, will essentially, you know, we'll be doing the same thing over and over again. But you know, the Makati area is very good too. This area, you know, you have connections a lot. Actually, the Makati area is very heavy. There's a lot of open areas still, but I think we can get to those very, very quickly as well. So what we're wanting to do is, initially, we want to hit like the major areas, like the malls, you know, like popular parks. Those are areas that people go to, and we want to make sure we have plenty of networks. But yeah, I think overall we're doing a good job. So every time I'm gonna keep my you know, my phone on. The moment everything is all loaded and ready to go, I will make that announcement. But right now we just have to wait. Okay. Efren, do you have any question?
Antipolo, how about Antipolo?
Okay, tell me where it is now.
You got it.
Find instinct.
Guys, can we do it ourselves? Kasi
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it yourself.
we can do it ourselves.
Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing and then you go and do it yourself. Share your screen, okay?
We're wasting our time looking for some place, but we can do it ourselves.
Yes.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah, you can really just do that yourself. One thing that I do want to say though is that in the last few days, okay, in the last few days, the Olongapo area has grown. It was not red before. Now, Olongapo area is actually turning red, and then even in the Arani area is turning red in just a few days. So we know that activities are going. Is it Balanga? Balanga City is doing good as well. I think I was looking at what was it? Cebu. Cebu area is actually growing very, very fast too right now. Let me see. Yeah, Cebu area is growing pretty fast, and then Davao is also growing pretty fast. So we're doing pretty good all around. Okay.
Sir, I have a question.
Lillian? Oh, is there any more questions?
Hello,
Yes, sir.
Hello,
I have a
sir.
question.
Yes. How do you say your name again?
Sir, I have a question. Rakasan, sir. Rakasan Tadoy.
Rakasan, okay.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm just confused because my Global Connect app, I detect some action in the logo of
Hold
my
on, let me
Global.
mute everyone. We got a lot of background. Okay, go ahead again.
Sir, in my global app, my global app application. I'm just confused because in the hotspots, there's words that said this hotspot is supported by Global Connect, and there's no logo in the left side. How can we say that the hotspot is already activated if there is a logo or there's only Global Connect app supported? Like
Okay.
that.
And that was
Do you get me, sir?
yeah, that was what we were talking about earlier when we when we showed the picture that some sometimes you see the one with our logo and sometimes not. And the engineer just reported back to Ted that they are working on you know yeah, they're working to get that fixed. I guess there's some errors that is causing the logo not to show up, but I think that's part of that the file that they submitted right before Ted came on, and so that's what we're really waiting for, and hopefully that will be all fixed here very, very shortly.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm late. Yes.
Yep.
That's all, sir.
So we're now just fine tuning. Okay. One thing I wanted to mention is, we know the technology works. We know that this thing here will when everything start to connect, it works just like right here in the U.S. Just like everywhere else in Europe. There's a lot in Europe, and it's the same technology, so we know it works. We just got to fine tune and make it work in the Philippines as well. And when that happens, we're going to be very, very happy. But we're very, very close too. That's kind of where we're at. Okay. Okay. So we got Maya. So you still have issues with your submit button? Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So any of did you receive any of the new emails that was sent to you, or was it the original one?
The original one, sir. Nothing else.
Oh, so you don't have any new one that was sent to you?
Nothing, sir.
Okay, I know that I already spoke with Ted. And I actually looked at it too. There's about four new emails that was sent to you. Various dates. So within this last week, there's about 4 emails that were sent to you with the activations, but you did not receive it. Have you checked your spam folder?
Yes, sir. I checked already, sir.
The only thing I could do now is, let me see if I can touch base with, okay. Let me do this, because that's been a while now, and I want to make sure that I get you working. So here's what I will do. Lillian, why don't you take over for a second? Let me contact Ted right now, and then I will just look at the chat line over here and then see what I could do to get you that code right now. Okay, Maya?
No, sir.
Hey, Lillian, you there?
Unmute myself.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead and unmute. Why don't you take over for a second? Let me contact Ted real fast.
Yeah. Okay. Something is happening. Oh my gosh. Everything is happening. All my chef, I moved it to my rental property and then another door. So we're trying to find a case, and I have keys in the house. So these 3, they haven't been to the. I'm trying to do something. Maybe they were gonna open the basement window so they can get into their room. Anyway, so okay, guys. So is there any more? We're just close. We're close. Matutupad na ang mga pangarap. Nabobore na ako dito, pero hindi pa ako pwedeng umalis. So, meron pa po There's no audio, sir. I don't have a audio, guys. Can you hear me? Richard, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So kung may mga tanong pa sa lahat po ng mga mahina, is it it says it's not loud. But can you hear me, guys?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, yun naman pala yan. Narinig naman pala ako.
Maya,
Anyway, so
Yes.
last night
Maya, respond to the text. I want to take care of you right now.
Okay, sir.
Oy, Richard, I can hear
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Are you talking to us?
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
I'm done. Your turn.
Mute yourself if you're not talking to us. Okay. Okay, so last night after, excitement, natutuwa naman ako kasi nung binibigay pa lang sa amin yung apps, kayong mga nasa Pilipinas, meron na kayong apps. Ano yan? Ang bibilis nyo. Kami ni Richard, wala pang apps kagabi. But anyway, lahat kayo meron na. Kaya lang nawala yung mga logo doon, di ba? Sa pinag-uusapan, kaya tayo nagpa-meeting ako ngayon. So, na-solution na mula kagabi hanggang kanina. Medyo minuto na lang ang hinihintay natin.
Wow.
But last night, si Sumana, pinag-uusapan namin yung cruise, okay? Kasi kailangan pirmahan niya. Ang cruise natin will be 2020. Ang reservation lang na pipirmahan niya, supposed to be pinirmahan niya para mag 10% deposit doon sa cruise for 500 people. Meaning, I'll be looking, ang qualifiers will be 500. Over and above, kung meron talaga kayo, ang 500. So, anong qualification? Ang qualification, yung nag-activate mula nung January, ngayon lang naman talaga nag-activate. Consider ko na yung lahat ng mga nag-activate simula pa. Bibilangin ko na rin yon. No, para madagdagan kahit na wala pang service, di ba? Pag wala naman kayong service ng December, January, ang binayad nyo ng December, January, nag-move ng February, tama? February and March. So your payment of December will be moved December and January kung nagbayad February na. Dahil February na in 2 days February and March. Bali 350 pa din kayo. So, kung meron kung magkakaroon na talaga, kung palakasan ng loob, kung gusto nyo lang, hindi naman to pinipilit. Yung mga hindi pa nag-activate, mag-activate kayo. Kung ayaw nyo naman, hintayin nyo yung internet, okay lang. Kung kailan magsisimula yung ating internet, doon pa lang magsisimula ang counting natin. Okay? So yung counting ng conference sa April and conference papatong palagi kong sinasabi ito yung
Walang audio ka.
Nasa bahay. Anyway, yung qualification ng lahat na yan ipapatong sa conference, papatong sa cruise, tama? Yung cruise natin 2020, paano ba ang qualification? O lahat yung organization nyo, ika-count yan, lahat ng organization na organization nyo, makukuha nyo. Okay? So, ang qualification, at least 20 direct and then up to 4th level. Ikukumpleto nyo lang yun. Regardless kung saan kayo napunta, basta meron kayong organization na malaki. So, ipopost na lang namin yan sa back office. So, may tanong po? Hindi ko kayo madinig. Wala akong madinig.
Sorry, Lillian. I just have, hey, Maya, can you check your email? It's your Gmail. check your Gmail. It should be there. We just resend it again.
Okay, sir.
Okay, meron pa pong tanong. Pwede niyo i-mute yung sarili niyo.
Ma'am, ako ma'am, may tanong. May mga nagtatanong ma'am kung nagagamit na ba raw yung Global Flix.
Ano ba yan? Hindi ko madili. Parang ang hina ng boses.
Sa Global Flix ma'am, kung working na ba? Hello?
Go ahead. Ulitin ulit.
Yes, ma'am. Marami kasi nagtatanong, ma'am, doon sa Global Flix kasi hindi raw ho nila mabuksan.
Oh. Okay, Richard.
Okay naman yung Global Flix.
Nanonood ba kayo? Nakakapanood kayo? Sino hindi nakakapanood?
Ako hindi nakakapanood. Lagi na
Nakalagay po kasi ma'am, expired na yung
expired yung nakalagay expired.
Eh, di ba meron tayong palaging pag may question kayo, di ba tinuro na na po pwede tayong mag dyan sa Global Connect yung natin, i-report nyo lang palagi. Let's go to Richard.
Nag-report. Baka dahil doon sa payment, ma'am, hindi ba kaya?
Baka sa payment, kasi pag hindi pa nag-payment, hindi mo pa magagamit ng Global Flix.
Yung payment ng December, di ba sabi nila na-move ng ng February. So, hindi ako nagbayad ng January. December 23 ako nagbayad.
Okay lang yun. Richard, can you hear me? Richard. So, what the issue about the affiliates?
Okay naman, nagagamit yung Global TV.
They don't have the Global Flix.
Okay, so everyone should have been sent a new activation code. What was it? About 4 or 5 days ago. Everyone should have received a new Global Flix activation code. Did you not get it?
Check po natin sa email. Naka-receive na ako, ma'am. Check mo sa email, sis.
Sino pa hindi? Para mabigay ka agad kay
Yeah, everyone should have received that email to reactivate because they
have ma'am akong nare-receive na email.
Okay, sabihin mo pangalan niyo.
Lord
Richard.
Merong help desk tayo, ma'am. Pwedeng i-send doon.
Saan? Sa chat?
Anytime na po, pero
yung
wala
help
pa rin.
desk, ma'am, para diretso na po siya sa
Actually, nag-send na ako nung isang araw.
Nag-send na nga eh. Okay, so okay, ano nyo na lang dito sa back o dito sa chat kung gusto nyo para I'm gonna ask. Okay, Richard, they're just gonna the email address of those who weren't able to receive the activation code.
Okay, yeah. So we know that all the activation code have been sent. If you have not received it, then put it in here. Let me get all your names from the chat here, and then I will submit again.
Hello, Sir Richard.
Yes.
Sir, the email address that you gave is wrong.
Hey, Maya, did you get the email?
Sir, the email address that you write in the chat. Address Maya Chard 8. I already put in the chat.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Did you get the email though? We just sent you that new activation email. Did you get it?
Sir, the email that you gave, sir, wrong. I didn't receive, sir. That is not my email, sir.
What is the correct email?
I already put in the chat, sir.
Let me see.
Maya Chard.
Well, that's what you have. That's in the system. Maybe that's why, because when you typed it in the registration, that's what we sent. Maybe it's wrong. That's why you didn't receive all the email that we sent out. Let me check.
Gusto ito ako ni Pagyawan? January 9 ba to? No. January 12?
Okay. It doesn't look like Maya is. So it's not Maya 8? Maya Richard 8?
No, sir. Maya Chard.
No number 8?
With 8, sir. Maya Chard. No Richard. Maya Chard. 8.
Oh, hold on. I'm not seeing it in your text. I want to make sure I get it right.
Maya ba o kay Maya?
Maya Chard.
Oh, hey, Ted. It's not Maya Richard. It's Maya Chard. CHARD 8.
Yes, sir.
Sir Richard. Sir. Sir Richard, I have concern. Sir Richard.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Let me. Okay. It's Maya CHARD 8.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I just texted you the correct email for Maya Richard.
Okay, sir.
Sir.
Yeah, on your text, on your WhatsApp.
Sir Richard, this is Evelyn.
Yes.
I have concern. I have already completed the payment registration yesterday. Hello, sir. Do you hear me? Sir Richard? Hello?
May kausap. Yata. Kausap si Ted. Wait.
Yeah, it's Maya Chard, CHARD 8 email.
Sa isa lang, hindi kaya ng dalawang ano yan.
Yeah.
Sir Richard.
Okay, Evelyn, I think. Okay, so you're gonna be sending it to him right now again, right?
Do you hear me?
Yes, Evelyn.
Ma'am, I think may kausap ka po.
Ay, yung concern ko po, na-complete ko na yung registration form for payments. But na-double, I only pay 350, but na-double yung payments. It makes 700, but I only done.
Okay.
And then the problem is the PayPal. I cannot log in, I cannot pay, I cannot write or insert my GCash number. I have already completed the payments yesterday, but it made it double.
Pagka ganun, ma'am,
I got multiple things going here. Okay, so you sent that out. I just said here that it's been resent, so I'll verify. Okay, and then we got Evelyn. Evelyn,
Yes,
you paid yesterday, and then but you did
I
not.
have already completed the payment information form, then make it double. But I only order one payment worth 350, and then the PayPal had
Yeah.
problem.
Okay, Evelyn, I cannot hear you. Well, hold on, let me mute everyone. Okay, all right, I'll do that.
Hello.
Ay, kuan man ma'am. Okay na to tanan bay nalay some part lang baso ya ipakuha patang-tang. Yan aram.
No, Lilian.
Maingay.
Ikaw pa ganito. Ikaw.
Lilian.
Sabay.
Hey, guys, okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Make sure
Evelyn,
that
right,
Yes, sir.
Evelyn?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Okay,
I've
so
said,
here's what we need to do. If, because I spent most of the day today with Bob, Ted, and Zach on how we are gonna handle the support issue. Remember last time, if you have situations that you are currently having right now, Evelyn, go to that support ticket and just tell them exactly what it is that you're missing. And then I got Zach right here waiting for your support ticket.
yeah. How can I insert my payment to PayPal? PayPal I cannot log in.
Oh, you can't log
PayPal.
in. Do you have a PayPal account?
The problem. Yeah. I create PayPal account, but always disconnected or what cannot able to connect.
You created a PayPal account. Did you connect your bank to it too?
I have a GCash. GCash.
Oh, okay. So you have GCash.
Yes.
Okay, so when you have GCash, what you need to do is when you go there, you click on the pay with PayPal initially, but you want to click on the debit credit card.
Yeah, I have already done, but the PayPal cannot connect. There's a problem in PayPal information sheet or how to log in. I cannot log in.
No, if you click on the debit credit card, you do not need to log in. You should not have to log in because you can pay with your debit or credit card without a PayPal account. So if it's doing that, it's still saying to me that somehow you're clicking PayPal instead of paying. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you here. I'm going to share a screen real fast so you know, and then this will be a good one for everyone. I've got this thing right here. Okay, and then let me share my screen again. Okay, where is that? Right here. Okay, Evelyn, if you don't have a PayPal account, or even if you don't have a PayPal account, you have to click on this button right here on the left that says subscribe using a debit or credit card. Okay?
Yeah, I already see that PayPal checkout. Log in to subscribe. I already done that.
Okay, but you said you already have a PayPal account. So if you have PayPal account, then you click on the right side. If you click on the right side, that means, okay, you're gonna have to be able to log into your PayPal. The PayPal account that you set up, you have to be able to log in. The system should work if you can log into your PayPal. But if you don't have PayPal, then you can use your GCash on this side, on this subscribe using a debit or credit card. So when you get there, you should be able to enter your GCash number in the debit or credit card here, and that should get you through without PayPal.
I can use this subscribe using a debit or credit card without PayPal.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so if you already have GCash, don't click on PayPal. If you have GCash, click on debit or credit card and then use the number to enter it here. That should get you through. And then you don't have to get to log in to your PayPal, okay?
Okay. And the second concern, they make it double. I have already invoice number 450 and then another invoice. I mean 449 and then 450. I only order one.
Oh, that's because you entered it twice. And so what happened is when you come in and then you go back in again. Let's say you go into the registration and then you go back out. When you come in again, you actually will see two items. So you need to remove one of them. Now, did you pay for both or did you only pay for one?
I have not yet because I thought I will go to PayPal. So
Oh, yeah, no.
I will pay only 350 first.
Yes, okay, that's fine. So in your case, use your GCash, click on the debit credit card side and then enter the number on that side, okay? Not the PayPal.
Okay.
Okay,
I got it.
Now, the next thing is when you said that, let me go in there right now. I wanted to make sure that we could do this. I'm going to go to Global Flix right now. Let me share the screen. Okay. Okay.
I already received three emails. I have already received 3 emails.
Okay, yes, but you said that you were being, you want to do the 350. Okay. So when you go here, can you see the screen? When you go here, you click on, PHP, you click on continue shopping. Okay, so now we have several options here. You can pay 3 months ahead, you can pay 6 months ahead, or you can pay 1 month. So let's say you come in and you pay 1 month. You click on order now for 1 month. Okay, let me go through this so you can understand. You see right up here where it says remove? You see that? Evelyn, did you see?
Sir.
Okay, you see, you right now you got one order at 350 pesos. But now you come here, if you have 2 of them, you need to remove 1. Okay.
But there's certain said unpaid 2 unpaid bills.
Oh, you have 2 unpaid bills. Okay. If that is the case, go ahead and pay one of them, and then I will have Bob and I will have Ted remove the other one. So it's okay. Don't just pay for one of them. Just pick one of the ticket, pay for one of them, and then the other unpaid bill will be removed.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Very good. Good question.
Thank you.
Okay, you can read the chat. There's like 3 payments that's charged to Vivian. And then all the email address, it's written on the chat.
Okay, let me go to chat right now.
Yeah. Hey guys, kung may mga problema pa o may mga issue kayo, kailangan para ito solusyonan na kaagad.
Lilian, I am Julian Olivas. I'm using that cell phone of my wife, Delma Olivas. I haven't received any email yet for my subscription.
Nilagay niyo na po yung email niyo sa likod, dyan sa chat. Nilagay niyo po
Nilagay ko na po. Nilagay ko na po ngayon yung email ko.
Hindi mo nilagay dyan. So you have to put your name and your email.
Nilagay ko po yung pangalan ko, Julian Jose Olivas.
Name, email,
saka yung email ko nilagay ko po. The Big Keeper 2000.
Okay.
At email.com.
Pwede bang isang ano lang, hindi hiwa-hiwalay?
Kasi
yan ba yung
hindi ko pa po natatanggap. Julian Jose Olivas po yung pangalan ko.
Talaga yung ano dyan.
Ang gamit ko po.
Ano lang ang email dyan, yun lang ang aasikaso ni Richard. Kaya lagay niyo po yung email.
Nakalagay po yung email ko dyan, thebeekeeper2000 po at gmail.com.
The beekeeper for Julian. Okay. Okay na yun. Nakalagay, kompleto ka nga ng information eh. Julian Julian
yun na lang
Jose
po.
Olivas received new email. That's complete. Actually, huwag kang mag-alala. Nandiyan na lahat yan.
Sige po, ma'am. Salamat po.
Julian Jose. Dalawa pa nga yung mo.
Hello, Sir Richard.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, Maya. Did you get your email?
Yes, sir. I already received.
Okay. So the reason why you did not get your email was you had the wrong email in the system.
Yes, sir. I already activated, sir. Already done.
Good. All right. So
okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Good. Be sure that if you're not receiving your email, one of the things that you want to do is you want to go into the Global Fix back office, check your email, make sure that it is properly typed out. Otherwise, you could have the same problem that Maya had. And then we know from the system we sent him multiple times, but it's to the wrong email. Okay, I'm just looking at all the emails here right now. I'll keep on going, Lillian.
Okay, so I think this is not just all promotions. We're just gonna focus on the internet. Once it has the internet, then they will just start activating all the people. Once they have the activation, there will be a lot of issue, and then they still have to go back to the back office if they have some complaint like this today. Okay, so make sure mga kababayan, doon po kayo doon sa mga take advantage lang tayo kay Richard dito ngayon. So lahat ng mga issue nyo, sabihin nyo na ngayon habang nandito si Richard. Lahat ng email Mar, wala kang nakalagay na email dyan sa likod. Yan sa chat. Saan mo? Kailangan nandiyan din yung email. Hindi na kakalkalin pa yung inyong email. To make sure your information has been written on the chat. Okay, ano pa yung mga natin issue? Malapit na kayong maging busy. Kung ako dito nga sa Amerika, isa lang yung support ng kapitbahay ko nagagamit ko all over.
Mama, may question pa ako, ma'am. Isa.
How much more kayo? Punong-puno kayo ng hotspot at mga dyan.
No, ma'am.
Malit na panahon na lang. Nako, tiba-tiba ng mga Pinoy, mga milyonaryo na kayo.
Meron po akong question, ma'am.
Ano po?
Yung sa My Global Connect, yung activation, ma'am, yung pag, diba, may email na dadating, tapos i-download, tapos i-activate. Yung My Global Connect, Global Wi-Fi.
Ay, yung bago lang, yung ngayon?
May hinihingi po na email. Anong email po ang ilalagay po doon pagka...
My dear, okay, your personal email. Di ba ang tanong nila company email? It will be your personal email.
Okay po, ma'am.
Babalikan kayo nila.
Sa activation na po yun, ma'am.
Yes, yung bagong natin, yung apps ng global.
Okay po.
Andiyan pa ba si Vivian?
Yes.
O Vivian, nilagay mo doon yung teka.
What?
Richard.
Yes.
Vivian has been charged.
Twice.
Twice.
Oo. It could have
Okay,
been
let me
nag-ano
see.
ka
Let
sa
me read
PayPal.
this.
Mm-mm.
Vivian, were you able to do a support ticket?
Yes, I did a lot of I have submitted a lot.
Oh
It
my
could have been
gosh.
I have both entered my PayPal and then the credit card. So how do I correct that?
Okay. Okay. So when you submitted the support ticket, did you
May kana yung video ko dito.
charged twice?
Uy.
Pardon?
When you specify, yeah, you know what? I think it's a lot easier. Because we got, right now I got so many on here, I cannot keep up. So let me do this. For everyone who is like Vivian, for example, okay, if you entered your support ticket, did you explain that you've been charged twice?
Yes, I have submitted twice, but no response for that.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna take care of that.
Thank
Right.
you.
Well, I'm gonna take care of all these issues right here. So let me work on what's on the chat line right now. You guys keep on going, and then I'm gonna submit everything to Bob, to Ted right now. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
So how do you cope up? Do you want me to take picture everything, Richard? Or you're taking one at a time?
No, I'm just copying everything on the chat and then putting everything on my notepad.
Okay then. Okay na, kinokopya na raw ni ni Richard. So para ano pa yung mga Australia, ang ganda ng posing mo diyan. Miss Red Lady. Oy Mar, nilagay mo na ba yung social security? Yung email mo. Nilagay mo yung email mo na. Teka nga, tingnan ko nga yung mga niyo. Abay ko, konti pa lang tayo para tayo. Paano tayo mag-handle nito kung 1 milyon? Kaya mag-hire sila ng tinitingnan nga nila kung paano nilang i-handle, kaya nag-hire sila ng empleyado niya. Baka natin ng issue para mag-hire sila. Katulad ni Vivian, 2 beses na pala, wala pang respond.
Yes.
Bakit kaya?
Ma'am Lilian, I'm here in Australia. So would the hotspot operate here?
Hindi na pa kita.
Sa Pilipinas pa lang tayo eh. Pag nag-open na tayo, doon pa lang magsisimula yung mga hotspots.
Pero can I add hotspots here from Australia?
Oh yes, you can start.
Kasi I have added na.
It's all over the world. So kung may chance kayo, at kung tingnan mo kung mag-work out kasi kami dito sa States nag-work eh.
Okay. Try ko.
I already paid 3 times on December 22, Larry. Oh my gosh. Ba yan? Oh, yan na pala, Mar. Thank you. Nakita ko na. Okay, ano pa ang mga kailangan? Alas 11 na ako dito.
Ma'am Lilian, yung sa akin po, yung tinext ko lang sa inyo.
Tinext mo?
Opo. Secret.
Ano kaya yun? Private, PM?
Opo, yung kanina po, yung nag-response po kayo.
Oh, okay. Ande, tanungin ko. Ano lang to? Richard, about the... Hey, Richard. Can you explain, Richard, about the legalities if some companies will ask about the legalities?
Legalities. In what way? I'm trying to understand.
Let's say they want to enroll all the people in one company, and they're asking about, you know, what's in it. So they're asking for the what kind of legalities, Liha? Sabihin mo na nga.
About the company legalities po.
About the documents.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not understanding. So,
like company profile.
Okay, as far as the company profile, okay, so Global Connect is part of iPass. iPass is a public traded company through NASDAQ. So as far as that is concerned, it's a public corporation here in the United States. You can actually, if people have questions as far as how the technology work, we can explain that. But if they want to dig further into, the company, it's public information. It's just like, okay, we have an app, which is like, let's say Facebook. I don't know how to answer your question. If you ask, what is the legality of Facebook? I don't know how to answer that. I'm not sure what document, like if you were to use Facebook, you want to get document from Facebook. I'm trying to understand what it is that you want, because what it is we have an app, and our app is just like Uber app. Okay, you take the app, you register, you fill, you get the app, and you get to use it. And I'm not sure what you're trying to ask. You want what?
Our company, maybe they were asking about your company or the company of Global Connect.
Hey,
the company.
so if that's your question, okay, we already made the new video that's going to be coming out very, very soon, which has all the information about myself, about officers, Lillian, and Ted. That's also in there as well. Okay, that's actually upcoming, and because we have okay, one thing.
Evelyn, ang boses mo, nadidinig namin.
Okay. We all know that we're going, we're operating a global company here. Okay. So just so that you know, okay, we are going to be operating as Connect PH Alliance and also as Connect Worldwide Alliance. We will have our Connect Worldwide Alliance coming up because we got basically international connections that allow us to do business, all over with this business, and so that's going to be another thing that's coming up. But we will have all the websites and stuff like that for you, so you can actually run your business. But as far as if you're asking, are we legal to do this business? Yeah, we are absolutely legal to do this business. It's already in 5 million we already have 5 million hotspots in the whole world. Okay, and so what we're doing now is we're just adding more and more, and so this technology is exactly what you understand it to be. It allows us to add more hotspot, and then that will give us more connections on our global.
No, sir. Sir, about excuse me, sir. Sir, about photocopy of illegal companies.
Okay.
I can show them to the company, sir.
Right. Okay. Well, I guess I can probably get the document from iPass. You know, there's probably 50 pages long of documents with iPass, because that's essentially what we are, that's the technology that we use. Okay. Let me just check real fast.
I think that's the best thing to do. They need that from the iPass.
Yeah, because what we're operating is, it's a public company. That means all the information about the company is there. Okay, if you have questions about that, if anybody that have questions about that, then you can check it yourself. It's online. There's nothing to hide. The technology that they have. Hold on, see if I can find it, and then I'll give you the link.
Yes, that's the best. Just give us the
Keep on going. So I can just get the link.
Hello, ma'am. Yung nakabayad na ma'am, hindi sila makakonect. Wala pa ba tayong wifi? Wala pang ano? Wala daw silang makonect kasi mayroong mga nakalagay na supported by iPass pero hindi naman sila makakonect.
Few minutes. Diba, kaya nandito si Ted, konting ano na lang, meron nang inaasikaso.
Okay po, ma'am.
Tinatapos na nila. Okay. So, anything habang may tinatrabaho dyan siya na? Can I just recognize Global Connect? Tamang tatanungin niya ano.
Ano yung Vivo 17? Ano ba?
May mga establishment po kasi ma'am na ano para makapasok ka, kinakailangang i-present yun tsaka yung ID. So baka pwede rin tayo mag-issue ng IDs.
Yun ang I think that's what they're asking, Richard, all the legalities so they can open big companies with 100 people. Nahanap niya. Gar,
yes, ma'am.
Relax ka na.
Medyo choppy po kay ma'am.
Sabi ko, relax ka dyan. Nakataas yung ano mo.
Okay po.
May mo. Ano na, alas 11 na ng ano to, gabi.
Ma'am Lilian.
Yes.
Yeah, may question lang ako na gusto iparating kay Sir Richard. I think everybody, since malapit na yung inaantay natin Wi-Fi, and meron na rin mga nakapagbayad. So I'm checking on my account, yun sa Connect page na dashboard. I wonder if someone in our tree or umbrella or our genealogy base, how the commission will work. Is it already? I assume it's already ready.
Yeah. Everything is already. How we have the 5 level, but soon to be. well, I don't want to release this yet, but
Don't say
but-
anything.
yeah. So, but yeah, we're paying 5 levels as you see it, and so everything is already set up. Not to worry about that one.
That's good to hear, Sir Richard. Thank you.
Yep. Yep.
You will be surprised. Once there's more to there's more. Merong naka-save na lahat. Pinaayos na lang. So,
Yeah, I think everybody is
happy.
excited on that.
matutuwa kayo. Madadagdagan.
To see the commission or kaperahan, of course.
Hindi, tsaka madadagdagan. Ang laki ng madadagdag sa inyo.
Oh, wow.
Million. Oh, believe me. Kaya hindi ko lang pwede. I cannot announce it, but it's more than what you're expecting.
Right. That's why I'm asking Ma'am Lilian about the legalities.
Okay, let me share something real fast. If you want more information on iPass and the legalities and all the stuff that iPass is doing, okay, if you can just Google, okay, right here, if you do a Google search and then do just the iPass ticker, okay?
Mike.
Okay, if you Google iPass ticker, it will give you, this is what iPass is doing on the stock market right here. This is the iPass Inc. This is their ticker. And then you got all these things on, anything that you want to know about iPass is all here. So, if you have, it's a public traded company. It's just like Microsoft, So if there's any
Pagkatapos
questions
mamayang pasamba,
you got
balik ko
all,
na kayo doon sa How about Global Connect? Global Connect.
yeah. So when we have the new information, well, Global Connect is Ted and Bob, and so we have information on them in the new video that we will have out. But then it's the same technology.
Alas 5 saratan niya.
What was that? Yeah, I think, what's more important here, I'm not trying to dodge this question, okay? But all the legality is right here. We're using this technology right here. That's, if people want to know, it's all here. Everything is based off that. It's like, okay, so let's say we use some technology from Microsoft, okay? It's a technology from Microsoft. It's like Words or whatever. And then now we're saying, well, are we legal to do that kind of stuff? It's kind of a tough question. Okay, it's not, it's the internet. It's like Amazon. You do business online. It's and this is something that we cover again and again and again and again months ago. So that's why I'm not going to cover it again. I'm actually going to just give you the source, and you can go, if you have any questions, you can just go to it and then find out. Okay, because we cover this a lot before. And then, but our new video will show that. We'll give you basically, all the different roles. So if you want to find out more, go to iPass, click on their ticker, and then you can get more public information, okay? Otherwise, you just have to wait for the video to come out. Okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, good. Yeah, this is, I'm not trying to avoid this, okay? But it's something that we've answered again and again and again and again, along, over and over and over again. So, any more other things? Yeah, so while you guys are doing that, I'm still going over all the text.
O may mga tanong pa kayo?
Richard Mamilian.
Ano? Ano gusto
Richard
mo?
Mamilian. Hindi, yung kuan yung naka-install na naka-install na ako ng My Global Connect. pwede na bang tanggalin yung iPass?
Oo nga.
Ay, opo, bago nyo yung tinatanggal yung iPass. Yung dati, delete that. Your My Global Connect.
I-install na yung iPass kasi na-download na yung My Global Connect.
Oo. I-erase. Erase po, erase. I-delete nyo na yon ang old iPass.
Oo, sige ma'am, copy.
Lahat na kayo, meron na kayong
Meron na.
Oo, yun pala.
Na-install ko na ma'am yung word mo na
Okay, Joey. Ano yan? Burahin mo
Okay,
yan.
thank you.
Ay, nako. Going back again sa commission. Lalaki kayo. Kakatuwa. Sabi
Sa akin, ma'am, gusto ko makakilos mo.
Dinagdagan mo pa, niloloko ko lang. Bakit nagdagdag pa? Mababawasan yung kikitain. Lahat na lang sa affiliates. Okay, nadagdagan na yung konti, may dagdag pa doon. Doble kayo. Kaya bantayan nyo na lang. Kaya ngayon pa lang dapat nag-activate na kayo eh. Wala na kayong doubt. Mag-activate na kayo ng mga network.
Sa akin, ma'am, gusto ko magparami, kaya lang po humihingi ako ng mga documents na yon or yung legalities kasi malaki po yung bala ko eh. At matutuwa ang lahat pagka nalaman po yun.
Okay, Richard. I think the only thing that they were asking is the legalities from our, the Global Connect, whatever, like the permit or the business permit or whatsoever. I think that's the one that they were asking.
Let me take a couple of minutes and go over that again. Okay, who had the question? What's your name there?
Oy, may sino na may tanong? Lahat sila. Everybody, Richard. All legalities again. They don't like to go on the ticker, iPass ticker. They want the company. They want either your company or the company of.
Hey, let me ask you this:
documentation.
If you go and shop on Amazon, okay? If you go and shop on Amazon, and then Amazon go and do business, so I have no choice but to take some time and explain this again, okay? So what we're doing here is we are contracting with iPass, okay? And then what is contracting with iPass? Well, it's the same thing as if you, okay, Galaxy J Prime. What is your name? Who? Okay, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so this is the relationship. We're setting up basically a contract to do this business. Let me mute everyone. Okay. We're putting this business together. We're using the iPass technology. So we're contracting with iPass. If you are a contractor, you know how to build. You're a general contractor. You go to some resort. And then you said, I know how to build this resort. So you contract with the owner of the resort and says, okay, I know how to build this resort. Let's make some contract together. And then the contract will specify how much you're going to get paid. And then then you say, oh, okay, that's agreeable. And then so now you take that contract and then you go and build your team. You go you find your subcontractor. And now you go find the subcontractor and then you say, okay, can you build this? They say, yes, okay. You have an agreement with the subcontractor. Then you go to the next person and says, can you build this? And then they say, yeah, we can do this. Okay, so now you have a general contract, you have a subcontractor, okay? And then so that agreement, I don't understand this logic. Why do you want to see that agreement? That agreement is between the owner and the contractor. We already told you that iPass is a public company. That's not going anywhere. But to go in and says, yeah, we want that contract, you're not going to get the contract, because if you're a general contractor and you're subcontracting out and you keep on wanting that document will not be shown. The relationship is different. Okay. If you hire, let's say, okay, so let's say Amazon, and you are buying stuff from Amazon. It's an online business. So then you become a seller for Amazon. You're an affiliate of Amazon. Then people will say, okay, what is the contract? What is that contract to sell, to be an affiliate of Amazon? So how do you answer that question? It's an online business. The affiliate contract is, okay, you go out there, Amazon is it's a public company as well, okay? And then so now you subcontract to sell whatever it is on Amazon. So you have this affiliate contract. Now you're saying, okay, what is the legality of selling online? That's why it's a tough question to answer. Because it is online, you can sell and you can buy anything over the world. So let me ask you this. If you open up, if you have your own online store right now, okay, I don't care what it is. Let's say, your online store is, you're gonna sell what? You're gonna sell a watch, okay? You want to sell watch all over the world. You put your website online, and then now somebody from Australia look at it and says, oh, I want to buy this. So they look at it and says, okay, it's good. It's a good price, so they will buy it. So did they go in there and says, okay, what is the contract here? What I'm trying to see here is, I don't understand this line of logic. You want to know the legality. I already showed you that this is a public company. All the information is out in the open. All we're doing is we're saying we have this technology that we're going to tie, and then we're going to use a marketing force. So then this contract is between you and me. Okay. Connect PH Alliance is contracting with Global Connect. Global Connect have contracts with iPass. Okay, and now we're saying, okay, we want to see what that contract is with iPass. You cannot see that. All we're doing, okay, and I'm trying to help here, but I don't know how to help. All we're saying here is all that legal stuff is like buying from Amazon. What is the what is the legal way to say that? It's an online business. If you start your online business right now, you can sell all over the world. So if somebody want to buy your product, they say, okay, so what is your contract to do business outside of your country? How? It's an online business. This is an online business. Our contract is with Global Connect Global Connect has the contract with iPass. iPass is a public company that you can get all the information on. Okay, but if you want specific contract, no one will give you, because that's not the deal. The deal here is between us. So we're now Connect PH Alliance. Okay, so what is our contract? Our contract is, okay, we want to build, we want to put more, network in the Philippines. And so what did I do? I put this group together. Okay, now we have our Connect PH marketing group. What is our function? Our function is we add more SSIDs, we participate in the program, we are the users of this technology. Okay, so once the technology comes in, we're going to be using the Wi-Fi, we're going to use all these things, and as a result, we get compensated for helping, for sharing. Okay, so now the contract is we're a network marketing company. And as a network marketing company, what are we offering? Well, we're offering Wi-Fi services. Who's offering it? The real technology is iPass. Do they have license to do this all over the world? Yeah, it's a public traded company. See, it goes back to the same loop. They've already have all these things set up. So that's kind of where we're at. You know, we're going back in loop. I don't know what document is needed, but what I do know is when we have the new presentation out, okay, it will mention who is involved, and hopefully that will be sufficient. You know, I don't know really, you know, what else to say on that. You know, if you take Facebook, they do business in the Philippines. Where's their contract? They have one contract in the US, and that is a global license to do business on the internet. Everyone under the modern way of doing business have that same right. If you want to start an internet business, you can do business all over the world, because that's how the new modern way works. If everyone wants to do online business, it says, okay, how do you even do this contract that you're requesting? Okay, you want to sell something online. How do you do this contract that you're requesting? Let me ask you back. Hey, it's online business. It's how the world operates. This is the underlying business premise. That's what we are. We are an app company. You tell us one app, okay, everything, there's so many, there's hundreds of thousands of apps on there. So before you use it, you say, okay, so what's the legality? That's what I'm trying to get at. I don't know how to answer your question. Okay. Okay, so there's, you know, you look at your phone and you look at the App Store, there's hundreds of thousands there. You find the one that you like and then you use it, which is the same thing as us. We have an app, and then this app will allow people to use the Wi-Fi. Okay, and then that Wi-Fi, the licensing, the global licensing is through iPass. I don't know what else to tell you. Okay, so that's really where we're at on that. Okay, but like I said, the video that we show will give you adequate information, so that way you can proceed, you know, in running this business. It's like when we go to India. Okay, after we get this here going in the Philippines, we will go to India with this app. When we go to India, are people over there going to say, well, before I use this, I want to see that contract? No, It's not like that. It's, does the app work? If you pay for it, does it work? And if it works, people pay for it. That's online business. Okay. Then we go to Thailand. We have this app. So before people use the app, before they share the app, are they going to say, what is the legality? How do you answer that question? Yeah. And so that's why I showed you the ticker. If you want deeper understanding of that, then all the information is public. There is nothing to hide. We have nothing to hide. Okay? There is nothing to hide. Everything that you want to know is there. So anyways, hopefully that clears it up a little bit. If not, it's confusing. One of the two. All right, Lillian.
Hello, Richard. Good morning, Richard.
Yes.
Of course, you should understand us. We have been following this since October.
Yes.
And it is now how we just saw the app today, this month.
Yes.
So you should understand our situation.
Oh, I understand. I understand that, but we also have to understand that this is a new way of doing business. Everybody here, if you want to start your business online, you can start it just like that. Boom. That is the new way to do business. That's the underlying new way to do business. And that's really, what we're trying to get across is that as long as people look at this app and then we can provide the service that we say that we are going to offer, okay? That's how the app business works. Does it work? And then that's the first test. And then after that, if you want to go deeper, is this a real company? Well, it is real. There's 50 million hotspots out there, okay, that are already functional around the world. So we know that is good. And then if you go deeper into the company, it's a public traded company. So if you follow my logic there, then I think that should explain the legal process, that what we're doing and how we're putting this whole thing together, there's nothing to hide. Everything that we do is all out in the open. Now, if we're using the iPass technology, then why don't we just use iPass and then not Global Connect? That might be the next question. Well, iPass is iPass. Global Connect have some other things that we're adding, okay? And the big difference is they don't have what we have, okay? They don't have the same strategic planning that we have. iPass do not have the dialer. We will have the dialer. iPass will not have the M1 platform. We will have the M1 platform. And so those are the big differences. And that's really, and I understand, we want to make sure that we are legal in doing this. And I can tell you 100%, we are absolutely legal. There is nothing illegal about this operation. Okay, everything is out in the open. Then why, if this is so good, why are other companies? Why isn't other companies doing this? Well, we found out that the reason why they're not doing this is not an easy thing to put together. Okay, it is not an easy thing to put together, and this is why it's taking so long to do this. But we are here now, and that's a very, very big deal. What we're trying to do here is we want to get past this, all these little, technical things, so that we can move on to our marketing phase. This is really what we're after. How can we market this? Okay. Is this thing here good enough for us to market? That's where we are going. And I know, based on what I see here, oh yeah, definitely. This is definitely marketable. And then the next thing that we're adding to this is, again, another app which gives people a lot of functionality. Okay. And then so when we bring in another app, is it another, okay, so what is the legality? See, we're back to the same thing. We're back to the same app issue. Okay. Everything that we're bringing into this is app. From the M1 platform to the bundle, to the IPTV, to everything that you can think of, it's all app, and it's all functional. Okay, so I think, hopefully that is a little bit clear on that. If you have people who really, really want to know, then we got all sorts of information. Okay, there is nothing to hide. All sorts of information, hundreds and hundreds of websites, hundreds and hundreds of. Okay, what about the technology? Well, the technology is mesh. We use mesh technology. So how do you get the the legality on that? It's a concept. Okay, so we're putting everything here together, and then that's what iPass has done. And then so we're taking what they have and expanding on it. We want to take that technology and make the Philippines the hotspot capital of the world with that technology. That is our goal. And from the heat map that we looked at earlier, in just 1 month of really adding SSIDs properly, we're hitting over 20,000 hotspots in that short period of time. And our goal of uniting and connecting the Philippines within 6 months, I have no doubt that it is going to happen. And this technology is going to get all of us there. That's why we're excited. That's really where our focus is how do we market this? How do we get it in the hands of people? If people have bad connections right now, how can we help them? These are real deal. These are the true service that this technology can provide for people. Okay. There's like I said, there's 50 million of these hotspots already out in the world. Wherever we go, we can use it. And now we just want to, we probably want to add, 1 million or 2 million just in the Philippines by itself. And then when we have that many, I'm telling you, the Philippines is no longer what it is. The technology base for the Philippines, when we are done with this, it will change the country completely. Okay, it goes from where it is right now to a whole new country with a very, very heavy technology base. And you guys are the ones who actually did it. Okay, that I think that's where we need to spend our energy, guys, is trying to understand, how this technology could actually help this country. Okay, the legality standpoint, if you have somebody if you're talking to somebody and who is just completely they want the legality and stuff like that, let them talk to me. Okay, but I haven't found one yet. I haven't found one who really need to go in all that detail. When I went to the Philippines, we had instances where we talked to some high level officials, and they understand as well that there's this base technology that we're going to be providing, and is it needed? Yeah, okay, but yet how do you bring this technology there? Well, that's what we're doing right now with our team. So that's where we're at. Any other questions?
Richard, on the chat, they were talking about it involves money, that you are recruiting people and they're paying $350 the service. How's gonna, what can you say about that if it involves collections or involves money, the
Okay,
service?
so as far as in order for us to expand, we're also a business, and then we're not requiring people. Okay, we're not requiring people to they can come in and just be a customer, or if they choose to be an affiliate where they can make money from this, okay, we are providing that service through the technology that we offer. Okay, we're not, when people are utilizing this service, okay, one, we're not out there, we're really putting this thing here out to try to save people money with their technology. Okay, so let me see, let me read. There, I will bring back, there's 8 questions. Okay, I did look at these things. Okay, there's 8 questions that every company have to answer in order to establish itself as a legitimate company, or is it a scam? Okay, I will bring back those 8 questions, and we pass based on what we do. We pass all those 8 questions with no issues. Okay, so let me find that document, and maybe that will help everyone as far as okay, so we offer internet services. What difference is it from a lotion that some of you may be selling? Okay, if it is, what's the difference between internet service and a lotion that some network marketing company is selling? It's a product, right? Okay, and then people are doing that in the Philippines. I'm trying to see, what. Let me see what. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is just one of the questions that's on the 8. It says if you stop recruiting affiliate, okay, are people still going to earn? Yeah. In fact, if we stop recruiting right now and we just keep all of you, okay, you're going to be making money off internet sales. No one is making money on recruiting. We're not making any money on recruiting. You're not making money. We're not making money. So the only way to make money is to sell this product. Okay. And then it says right here that, if we stop recruiting and we can still make money, then is it legal? Yeah. Yeah. So that should answer that question. Okay. Because a lot of times what makes it illegal is when we stop recruiting, the company goes down. If we stop recruiting right now, you guys can go and offer this and sell this to individual. You can make money without recruiting. even if you come in by yourself, you can make money with us. There's no recruiting required. Okay, that's a true sign of a legitimate company where, you know, if it is truly a scam, the moment you stop recruiting, there's no more income, which is not the case here, because, you know, we want to offer this to, and that's how I started. It was just me to start. I was going to offer this to companies. I will be the only one selling this. Okay. I would be the only one selling this to companies, to churches, to government bodies, and then I would be the only one making commissions. But instead of doing that, I enlisted help. So I created this team. Okay. So with this team, what I'm doing is I'm splitting the commission. I take whatever my commission is and we're splitting it with you. So if you think about it, if it is legal for me to do this on my own, okay, why is it not legal that if I, you know, have people to help me, you know, to sell the same thing and we all get paid, that kind of a deal. Okay. So yeah, I don't think there's anything to be concerned about on this legal, this legal thing. Okay. Hopefully, you know, and I don't mind, you know, it's just that, you know, we've gone over this, you know, multiple times already. But anyways, is there any more concern about this before we move on?
Okay. That's the only thing that they texted me. If you can provide the Global Connect or any documents. In the Philippines, it's different, Richard. When you go and knock the door, or you know, they just need the profile, who's the president, like
It's
that.
it's all in that video that's coming up.
Right, the message, just print it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all that stuff is in the video that that will be coming out hopefully in another week or so. We're waiting for the software developer to complete certain things because we're redoing, you know, some of our, well, I can't say it yet, but you know, everyone's gonna like what we are gonna bring out.
Okay, guys, I think the only thing that we need to do is just activate our internet. Once it's activated, I mean, if we have the internet, then we can start sponsoring people, you know, activate them, and then everybody will be making money and qualifying for the promotion. I think we're just gonna just fill it. I mean, wait and fill. They just wanna see it.
Yeah. So like Ted said earlier, you know, the last piece of that of what we needed on the app is in the engineer's hands now, and we're just waiting for that to come out, and then we're ready to do a full beta test. So I'm actually very, very excited about that.
Be tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, guys. So I think that's once we have that, and then there will be more questions, and that issue with the application of the people, that's where we're gonna focus, I think.
Yeah.
Until we're settled.
Okay. So what I think I copied all of the
email,
all of the thing on the chat here. Okay, so I'm gonna go through it, and so that way I can get, you know, all these issues resolved with Bob and Ted. Is there anything else that you're gonna add to this, Lillian, or we're about done?
I think, yeah, we will adjourn the meeting. It's 11:38 midnight, almost midnight here in
Oh, yeah.
United
Yeah.
States.
Yeah, it'll
So,
take me another hour
yeah.
before I can finish this. So I'll keep on going here.
Okay, guys, if you have any, everything has been discussed. We just have to wait by tomorrow. Update all the, everything has been discussed. Questions, if you have more, then message us today. Then spread the word. Just let them know it's coming by tomorrow.
Yeah,
If
well,
you're still waiting.
Yep, I think that's really, what we're waiting for is, to test the technology. But we are absolutely an app business, okay? And we all understand how apps work. It just goes all over the world. And then when people see it, they, they download it and use it. And that's what we want to provide. That's really the simplicity of it.
I think that's the only thing that they have to experience. They have to see it, to believe it,
Yep.
to be
So
in it.
we're getting there.
The app is now up.
Yeah, we're just about there.
Okay, so
all right then. Well,
panahon
good,
na lang.
everyone. Thank you very much for attending the Zoom.
Yeah.
Okay, bye-bye. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Yes, yes.
Bye.
Okay, good night.
Guys, thank you so much. It's almost midnight here in 20 minutes. Salamat.
Salamat po. Salamat.
Salamat. Bukas na lang kapag hihintay na lang natin yung mga internet. Ang mga internet. Kita na. Pera na. Oh my gosh. Kikita na.
Internet activated.
Thank you. Good night, guys.
Thank you.
Engineer, thank you for that attendance.
Thank you.
Eddie, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Engineer Charles, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Engineer, ganda naman ang suot mo ngayon. Red and white.
On the way po ako kay Yusek General Edgardo Anyo po sa Krabi. Pero at the same time, minomonitor ko po dito sa So nakafocus po ko dito. Focus rin po doon sa susunod na meeting.
Say thank you to Engineer Charles. Ano siya ha? Talagang even his business. Thank you so much, everyone.
Working day po kasi ngayon. Working time pa po, ma'am. Time check 2:35. Philippine time.
I appreciate you, Engineer. Marian, thank you.
Welcome po, ma'am.
Eddie, thank you.
Thank you, Sir Richard.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Eddie.
Kurtia and Ma'am Liliana.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay,
Good evening na sa kanila.
Good afternoon na.
Hilo na.
Hilo na sila, ma'am.
Ma'am, pahinga na, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so Richard will hang Richard will close it. So I'll see you again for another topic to be discussed.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Bye-bye now.